Picture yourself scanning through your trail camera footage, searching for signs of wildlife, until suddenly you stumble upon this. A tall, ghostly figure peering at you from behind a mess of branches. Is she just a sleepwalker, or are we dealing with something more terrifying? However, this footage isn't merely terrifying, it's inexplicable. I found this footage with no context, so let's try to figure it out. The first thing we notice is a white form falling into the water. It's like a person. When it hits the water, it dissipates like mist. Then it emerges, revealing what seems to be a face. After watching it several times, it's clear this isn't just someone in flowing white clothes. Parts of it are translucent, suggesting it could be something from the spirit realm. Now, look at the woman sitting on the other side of the bridge. I've watched the video many times, and she doesn't move at all, hinting she might not be what she seems. But this creature is moving at its inside a house. On April 16th, 2024, a really scary video came out. A lady had been hearing weird noises like footsteps and rustling from her ceiling for months. She tried looking up there loads of times but found nothing. Then, one day in April, she heard noises from the front of her roof. She hurried over and peeked up there. What she saw then was downright terrifying. A strange hand poked through a crack in the gutter. It was long and had sharp nails, not like a human hand. This figure is a human, and that makes this footage even more mysterious. This footage, captured by a trail camera, shows a coyote and a little girl who appear to be communicating. It almost looks as if the coyote is showing her the camera. Intrigued, she walks over, examines the object, and realizes it's just a camera. Afterward, they dismiss it and continue their activities in the forest. However, considering that woodland animals don't typically interact with humans, what is really happening in this photo? This footage was captured by the Nayar River on April 2nd, 2024. The river, known for its tragic history of claiming lives, is steeped in local folklore of hauntings. The footage revealed shadowy figures rising from the water, their eyes glinting in the dark, with unkempt hair covering their faces and pale skin showing they move quietly. Speculation ran wild. Were these operations the rest of the souls of the river's victims, or something more sinister? Some fear these beings could be linked to the countless disappearances and deaths. But that isn't the only creature that should be feared. This trail camera captured a deer getting chased by an unexplained creature. Some skeptics claim it's just a bad camera angle or hungry cougar. But there's a whisper in the woods that says otherwise. The Jersey Devil, this flying bipedal boogeyman, has been terrorizing campfire tales for ages. And Dallas Tanner, the man who penned the Cryptids trilogy, knows a lot about these creatures.
It is mostly described as a flying bipedal creature, meaning that it stands upright. There are variations on this that has the body of a gaunt horse. The forelegs are shorter, the hind legs are actually skinny but hooved. There are wings that, depending on reports, vary from 2 feet outstretched to 4 to 6 to 8 even. It has a tail, which is considered a spike or forked as part of its demonic or supernatural origin.
And I cover everything about mysterious creatures, so don't forget to subscribe to be the first to see all the intriguing footage. Trail cameras pick up all sorts of strange happenings, and this footage doesn't hold back. At first, there's just a blur flying through the air until suddenly a figure appears. It stands there, chillingly still, before vanishing into the darkness, leaving us behind wondering what it could be. But they caught here would not only leave you wondering, it will shock you. The Chernobyl disaster in 1986 was a terrible event that caused a lot of damage in Belarus. Some people believe that the radiation in the exclusion zone has caused changes in the local animals. This video captured in that area recently appeared, showing a headless moose running across train tracks and into the woods. This has led to more talk about possible mutations. Could the moose have changed to survive the radiation, or is there another explanation for this strange sight? There is just no explanation for what this man caught. Suppose you set up a trail cam in the woods, trying to catch some wildlife moments. When your camera catches this, he caught a hooded figure with a white face and dark hair. It bears an uncanny resemblance to a witch. But have you ever spotted this in your park? A runner was exploring a new path in a local park until he saw this mysterious creature. It was laying by the roadside and it seemed too risky to get closer in case it was dangerous. But what is it? It looks like a bear's head, but it's too small for its body. The runner wisely chose to turn back safely without investigating further. That was probably a wise decision. And it would also be a wise decision to subscribe to my channel. But this man did not make a wise decision by hanging bass in a forest. This trail cam is set up to watch some bass hanging from a tree, likely to capture large predators. But then this happened. A person dressed in white robes dragging a black trash bag approaches the bait. Sometimes, bass hanging from a tree can indicate a wolf pit nearby. These illegal traps are holes with spikes covered with brush and baited to lure animals. Maybe this person wanted to save an animal, but this footage is so odd, it might be paranormal. However, this must be something supernatural. With numerous eyes, legs, and 2 sets of antlers, this deer looks like a supernatural creature. Ancient pagan religions described forest spirits with similar features as this creature. Though such myths exist, it's hard to believe a forest spirit would be caught on camera. It's more likely a camera glitch or an edited photo. But animals and people can be born with extra limbs and eyes due to a parasitic twin. While rare, it is possible for a wild animal with such a condition to reach adulthood. Woods. The creepiest part of all this is, this sighting was captured miles away from civilization. Why would someone dress up as a clown to go to a quiet forest? However, what this trail camera caught will raise even more questions. It's 2:45 a.m., October 15th, 2015, and a man sets up his camera to catch a gray wolf. What he captures is way more terrifying. In the dead of night, the camera snaps a shot of a young girl strolling away from it near a tree, holding a teddy bear. A young girl wandering alone in the woods at the witching hour. Something paranormal is afoot. What's even more chilling is this incident. In a video from 2020, something eerie was caught on tape at the Gettysburg battle site. This place is known for its ghostly happenings, considering the massive number of soldiers who lost their lives during the Civil War, totaling over 51,000. Cruising through the site after dark, the person filming spotted strange figures darting across the road. One even seemed to dash through a nearby cannon. Some folk think that these figures were just tricks of the light, reflections of the car's headlights, bouncing off the rain-splattered windshield. Whether it's genuine or a trick, Gettysburg sure has a spooky atmosphere. But only hearing this is enough to create a terrifying atmosphere.
What the hell? But as the screams got loud.
This video was taken when a man suddenly heard these weird screams coming from a tunnel nearby. The man decides to go on an investigation. But as the screams got louder, the guy folds out. Back in 2017 in Cambridge, New York, a trail camera snapped a photo of a mysterious girl. Naturally, the town began speculating. Some people insisted that it had to be a real ghost.
It's a ghost.
Why do you say that?
Because look at her. It's definitely a spirit.
But then, the truth came out. It wasn't another worthy operation, but a proud grandpa's granddaughter on a stroll through the forest.
I'm just a 9-year-old girl who's not a ghost.
In this footage, 2 scared stray dogs bolt from something unseen. Watching closely, you can spot it. A shadowy figure gliding through the alley. It moves like mist, but takes on a shape as it glides down the alley, almost like a living shadow. Nobody knows what it is, but those dogs sure wanted nothing to do with it. Just as this town wants nothing to do with these mysterious events, we are in the quaint town of Evansville, Wyoming in 2023, where mysterious animal bodies and colossal paw prints were found. Concerns escalated fast, prompting the local police to spring into action. So, the police set up a trail camera to find out what it was. But they didn't catch an animal. No, they caught this, a ghoul. Turns out, Police Chief Mike Thompson had orchestrated this eerie charade as a pre-Halloween teaser. But unfortunately, this wasn't orchestrated. This grainy image taken in Texas captures what seems to be a mysterious night prowler along a trail. But this wasn't the first time. The shadowy figure had also made an appearance back in 2015. At first sight, the explanation seemed simple. Maybe it was just someone out from moonlit, walk through the woods. But no, things get creepier. This sighting happened near a remote cemetery with no one around. But if that isn't enough, bare footprints were spotted nearby. This trail camera was hidden deep in the forest of Alabama, USA. It is designed to snap photos when triggered by motion. Usually it captures wildlife strolling by. But this time, it caught something unsettling. In the photo, 3 enigmatic figures cloaked in shadows seemed to be lurking about. Their movement activated the camera, leaving us all baffled. Despite thorough investigation, the identity of these entities remains a mystery, but even an investigation could not explain what this trail camera caught. In Georgia, there's this guy who's fed up with boaters trespassing on his land. We decided to set up a trail camera to catch them in the act. When he checked the camera the next day, he saw something mysterious. A glowing figure holding some kind of stick, and it looks like it has wings too. This terrifying event happened in 2022 in Mexico. Hundreds of yellow-headed blackbirds dropped from the sky. Most survived and flew away, but not all. People were puzzled, scratching their heads over what could have caused such a scary event. Some blamed pollution or power lines sapping the birds, but Professor Ron McGill had a different theory. They flicked on their headlights, expecting the figure to vanish, but it didn't flinch. And just when they thought it couldn't get any creepier, another ghostly form emerged, covered in the same sheets. This trail camera footage capturing it at deer is absolutely chilling. It's pretty easy to figure out what happened here. However, the camera only caught what happened after the incident, not the actual fight. So, while we can't be certain about anything, I can be certain that you're subscribed by channel, right? But instead of spotting animals, this trail camera caught something mysterious. Whatever it is, it triggered the camera's motion sensors, leading to this shot. Is it just a camera glitch or something spooky? It seems like a bunch of orbs lined up in a straight line. Orbs are often linked to ghosts or energy, but they rarely arrange themselves like this. So, are they really orbs or something else entirely? It's hard to say. And now this is certainly something out of this world. Watch for yourself. In the footage, a tiny green creature can be seen. It looks like a mix between Dobby the elf and Gollum from Lord of the Rings. The creature seemed so curious, looking straight at the camera. It's like it knew it was being watched then, just as quick as it appeared, it darted off into the forest. And that wasn't the only time a weird creature was spotted in the woods. In this video, a peculiar creature can be seen crawling on the forest floor. Its body is a tangled mass of black fur, while its head is nothing more than a bare skull. The creature is small and moves with an eerie grace, indicating that it might be young. Despite its unsettling appearance, it seems harmless. But I'm not sure if this thing is harmless. Look at this footage. This isn't just any mist. Witnesses say they've seen it walking around. It seems like something supernatural is going on here. What this man caught isn't only supernatural, it's a nightmare.
Hi guys.
As a man cruised through Montana in his car, he felt the urge for a smoke. Amidst the quiet, a strange hum pricked his ears, drawing him towards the woods. Yet his courage faded as he stumbled upon this. Escaping this terrifying creature, he vowed to stay out of the woods forever. But this next video, trust me, it's way more chilling.